Stop. Do not scroll. Look at me right now. You did not arrive here by accident today, and heaven aligned time itself to bring your weary spirit to this exact intersection of divine destiny, because your prayers have finally shaken the gates of eternity. Give me 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes of your absolute attention is all I ask. What I am about to speak will pierce your soul and never let you go back to the noise of the world. Listen to my voice. This message is only for you. I have prepared a beautiful miracle for you right now, but you must choose to stay. If you choose to disregard my message now, you will lose everything in the next 10 minutes because the enemy is waiting to devour your harvest. Do not walk away. The breakthrough is close. Do you hear me? The adversary wants you to rush away. He creates false emergencies to steal your focus. He tells your mind that you are too bussy for this word. But I am stopping you with my supreme authority because your future is too precious to be stolen by a simple digital distraction. Pause right where you are. Lift your eyes to my face. This is a holy warning. A moment of divine testing has arrived for your life. Your destiny hangs on your obedience in this very hour. Will you listen to your Father? You have spent so many years running after things that could never satisfy you, but today I am offering you the true bread of heaven. Choose wisdom today. Stay right here. I am stepping into your atmosphere with urgent purpose. The unseen realm is shifting right now at my command. The angels are standing ready to release your blessing. Do not close your heart to my voice. Your willingness to listen is the golden key that unlocks the door, and no human hand will ever be able to shut it again. Look at me. I am here. Come closer, my child. Let me speak softly to the part of your soul that is most tired. The urgency of stopping you was only because I wanted to hold you. You can breathe now, and as you sit in my quiet presence, let the heavy weight slide off your fragile shoulders, because you do not have to carry it alone anymore. Your mind can rest. You are safe. I know your name. I know the silent battles you have been fighting. You are my beloved chosen child. I see your hidden tears. You have been walking through a very long season of deep testing, and it has drained your spirit in ways that you have never told another living soul. I feel your pain. I see your heart. You are a silent survivor. You put on a brave smile for the world. You pretend that you are always strong. You hold everything together for them. But I see the quiet truth behind that beautiful mask when you sit alone in the dark and wonder if anyone truly understands your sacrifice. I understand you. I am watching. I am your loving Father. I look over you with endless tenderness. I count the beats of your heart. I know when you are overwhelmed, when you sit in the heavy silence of your room and cry out for a sign. I am wrapping my spirit around you to give you peace. You are not abandoned. You are loved. Listen to my whisper. The enemy has been watching your life. He sees your great potential. He knows your true identity, and he is terrified of the glorious future that I am preparing for you right now because he knows your light will shatter his kingdom of darkness. Do not fear him. I am greater. That is the reason for this warning. The next 10 minutes are very critical. A massive shift is happening right now. The heavenly doors are swinging open, and my secret angels are carrying a beautiful vessel of blessing with your exact name written on it because your time of waiting has reached its final hour. Be very still. Listen closely. The thief wants you to doubt. He wants you to scroll away. He whispers lies of unbelief. He tells you this is generic. But your spirit recognizes the gentle nudge of your Creator. Because I guided your hand to click on this video at the exact second that heaven had ordained. This is your destiny. Trust me. I heard your soft cries. I saw you kneeling in darkness. I felt your broken spirit. I counted every single drop, and I am collecting every prayer that you were almost too tired to speak out loud because none of your suffering has been wasted in my sight. Your breakthrough is real. It is here. You have loved deeply. You have given your everything. You have helped so many. You have expected nothing back. But you have walked home with empty hands and a wounded soul, while the world took advantage of your pure and generous nature, without ever saying thank you. I saw it all. I am here. You are a weary warrior. You have carried the sword. You have held the shield. You have fought in silence. You have protected everyone else from the storm, while your own heart was secretly breaking into 1,000 pieces under the pressure of your unpaid bills and family burdens. I am your shield. Rest now. Do not look at the storm. Do not listen to fear. The enemy is just screaming. He has no real authority, and I am stripping him of his power over your family today, because I have authorized a total release of financial abundance and emotional restoration over your household. The chains are falling. Breathe deeply. Think of the wild birds. They do not store food. They do not worry. I feed them every day, and you are worth so much more to me than the birds of the air, because I carved your name into the very palms of my holy hands before the world was created. You are my masterpiece. Never forget that. Every delay was a protection. Every closed door was safety. Every loss was a pruning. You did not understand it, but I was guarding your steps from invisible traps that the adversary had placed in your path to destroy your confidence before you could reach your divine destiny. I see everything clearly. Trust my vision. Remember your past victories. Remember the deep valleys. Remember the high mountains. You survived them all, and it was not by your own human luck or cleverness that you made it through those dark nights, but my grace was carrying your broken body when you wanted to give up. I never left you. I am here. I am the same God. I have not changed. My promises are still true. My love is still real, and the secret angel message coming to you within 2 minutes will prove that your prayers have been heard in the highest courts of heaven, where your vindication has been signed. Lift up your head. Your season shifts, but you must stay awake. The enemy wants you distracted. He brings urgent text messages. He brings random notifications. He wants your mind to wander back to your financial lacks and your broken relationships, because he is desperate to steal this word before it can produce a harvest. Stay focused now. Do not scroll. Give me your complete focus. The next 10 minutes matter. Your choice is a test. Your obedience is required. If you turn away from my voice right now, you are choosing to walk back into the cold wilderness on your own strength, and the enemy will strip you of your peace. Stay with your Father. I am your refuge. I am offering an exchange. Give me your heavy worry. Give me your tired mind. Give me your broken heart, and I will pour my supernatural oil of gladness over your head, because I am rewriting every single chaotic chapter of your life with my own hand of love. Receive my absolute peace. The storm is ending. Look straight into my eyes. Forget about the pending bills. Forget about the bad reports. Forget about the toxic people. I am bigger than any mountain that stands in your path, and I have already cleared a straight way for your feet to walk out of the thick darkness. Trust my leading today. You are safe. The miracle is ready now. It is being prepared. It is for you alone. The angels are waiting, and within 2 minutes of seeing this secret message, a divine intervention will shake your life in such a powerful way that all your past sorrows will look like a distant shadow. Open your spirit wide. Receive my grace, but look deeper with me. We must prepare your heart. We must pull back layers. We must find the roots. And before this secret angel message can be fully unveiled to your open eyes, we need to walk together into the places where your ancient wounds occurred in the dark. Do not be afraid. I am with you. We will touch the memories. We will heal the abandonment. We will break the isolation. You will see my hand. I want to show you that I was standing right beside you in the shadow of your deepest pain when you thought you were all alone. Let us step forward now. Open your heart wide. Let us walk together into the hidden rooms of your heart. I see the secret places where you hide your deepest sorrow from the world. You do not have to wear that exhausting mask of strength anymore, because I am your Father and I know exactly how much you are hurting inside. And right now, as my quiet whisper fills the stillness of your room, I want you to know that your painful isolation is coming to an end. I know how heavy your physical footsteps feel every single day. You wake up with an overwhelming tiredness that sleep cannot seem to fix. Your body moves forward out of pure obligation, and while you are busy taking care of everyone else around you, your own soul is secretly starving for a single drop of comforting love. You feel completely invisible in your own life. Look at your hands. You have poured out so much goodness from your sincere heart. You have given your time and your limited resources to people who did not deserve your kindness. You expected them to appreciate your pure intentions, but they only took your beautiful gifts and left you standing alone in the cold, without ever looking back to see if you were okay. You are a pure-hearted giver. That is your true spiritual identity. You always choose to love deeply even when it hurts your own well-being. You constantly absorb the emotional storms of others because you want to keep the peace. But every evening when the house goes completely silent, you are left carrying a mountain of heavy burdens that were never meant for you. Do you feel a sudden tightening inside your chest right now? That is not just normal anxiety or random physical stress. That particular heaviness is the accumulated weight of a hidden battle that you have been fighting in total isolation for many years. You feel like you are drowning in a sea of unspoken words because nobody around you has the capacity to understand. I saw you last week when you walked into the bathroom. You turned on the faucet so the sound of running water would cover your crying. You pressed a soft towel against your face because you did not want your children or your partner to hear your broken pieces shatter. You sat on the hard floor and wondered how much longer you could endure this quiet torment. You have become a master at pretending that everything is perfectly fine. You walk into your workplace with a bright smile. You answer their casual questions with a cheerful voice. You give them wise advice when they are struggling, but inside your spirit, a terrifying emptiness is growing larger because you feel like an absolute stranger in your own skin. Why are the perfect doors constantly closing in your face lately? You prayed so hard for that specific job opportunity to work out for you. You gave your absolute best in that relationship because you truly believed it was your destiny. But it fell apart anyway, and you sat in the ruins of your broken plans and felt like your faithful prayers were echoing into a void. You began to doubt your own worth. You asked yourself what you did wrong to deserve this continuous rejection. You looked at the people who do not even care about righteousness, and you watched them succeed effortlessly while you were chattering in the mud. It feels like a cruel punishment. But I need you to listen to the truth behind this delay. You are a weary warrior who has been wounded in the dark trenches. The enemy has targeted your confidence because he knows the power of your call. He wants you to believe that you are completely forgotten by heaven. He whispers that your life is a failure and that your current pain will be your permanent story. But his ugly lies have no power over my word. Let us open a loop of deep understanding together. Your current season of isolation is not a random accident of nature or a sign of my anger. There is a profound secret hidden beneath your unanswered prayers. And within a short time, I will reveal the exact cosmic reason why I had to separate you from the crowd and lock you in this quiet prison. Breathe deeply, my child. Let your racing mind stop its frantic calculations for just one precious second. You do not have to solve the complex riddle of your future today, because I have already mapped out every single step of your glorious restoration. Lift your heavy eyes to my face. Are you listening to me? Do not let the distraction steal this moment. I know the exact amount of your unpaid bills. I see the painful lack in your bank account that keeps you awake at midnight. You run through the math over and over again in your mind, but the numbers never seem to make sense. And the cold fear of financial ruin grips your heart before you can even find a comfortable position to rest your head. You have been fighting this financial storm in absolute secrecy. You are too proud to ask for help because you do not want to be a heavy burden to anyone else. You carry the dignity of a king, but you are living in the anxiety of a servant. But hear me clearly. I am the provider of the universe, and your current lack is only a temporary shadow. Think about your past betrayals. You allowed people into the sacred garden of your life who only wanted to pluck your beautiful flowers. They used your vulnerability as a weapon to make themselves feel powerful. They whispered gossip behind your back after you fed them at your own table, and the sting of their disloyalty still burns inside your memory. You closed the doors of your heart because you wanted to protect yourself from another agonizing heartbreak. You built a tall wall of isolation around your emotions. You told yourself that it is safer to be completely alone than to trust another human being again. But that protective wall has become a cold prison that is slowly shrinking your capacity to dream. You are a silent survivor who has outgrown the small cages of the past. I did not design your magnificent soul to live in hiding or to shrink away in fear. The very fact that you are still standing after everything you have been through is absolute proof of the supernatural stamina that I placed inside your spiritual bones before you were born. The emotional pain you are feeling right now is actually a holy labor pain. Something grand is trying to be born through your brokenness. You feel like you are breaking, but you are actually being broken open so that my glory can flow out of your life. The shell of your old identity must shatter completely before the new masterpiece can appear. I saw you when you were a little child. I watched you navigate the early rejections that shaped your fear of abandonment. You learned to earn love by being perfect and by serving the needs of others while ignoring your own voice. And you have carried that same toxic pattern into your adulthood because you are terrified of being cast aside. But my love cannot be earned. You are precious to me simply because you belong to my royal family. You do not have to perform for my favor or exhaust yourself to prove your value. A jewel that is covered in thick mud does not lose its value because the mud cannot alter the true nature of the gold. You are my priceless treasure. Let the light of this truth wash over your tired soul right now. Let the cold shame of your past mistakes melt away in the warmth of my unconditional grace. I am not standing over you with a heavy gavel to judge your failures, because I look at your heart and I see a beautiful vessel that is ready for a massive overflow. The hidden battle you are fighting is almost over. The enemy has used his final arrows against your mind, but he has failed to destroy your core faith. You are still here. You are still listening to my voice. And because you have remained faithful in the dark trenches, I am preparing a public table of vindication before your enemies. We are approaching the exact moment where your miracle takes place. The 2 minutes of alignment are passing and your spirit is rising into a new dimension of authority. But before I open the heavy floodgates of heaven, we must seal this holy moment of agreement between your human heart and my divine spirit, so that your blessing is locked. Like this video right now is an act of sincere agreement between your heart and mine. Let this simple action be your physical seal before the enemy tries to steal your focus in the next 10 minutes. Comment your thoughts or write amen to anchor your faith. Stay with me as we walk into the light of your breakthrough. Come closer now. Let my warmth surround your freezing soul. You thought you walked alone in that dry desert. You thought the thick darkness had swallowed my presence completely, but I never left your side for a single breath, because my covenant with your destiny is written in eternal blood. And even when you could not feel my hand in the middle of your heavy storm, my angels were guarding your very footsteps from falling into the deep abyss. I was there. I saw when the world demanded everything from you. I watched you carry the crushing expectations of people who only wanted to exploit your rare gifts. You spent your valuable energy trying to fix their broken lives, while your own foundation was quietly crumbling into pieces. And in those agonizing moments when you felt completely stranded by the people you loved, I was holding your hand tightly in the dark. Do you feel a gentle warmth spreading through your hands right now? That is my divine presence breaking through the heavy layers of your accumulated grief. It is a sacred sign that your lonely isolation is being swallowed by my infinite love. Pause for a moment and let this pure reality settle into the deepest parts of your weary soul, because you are finally home with your Father. Your pain is not a mystery to me. I know how your thoughts race when the night gets dark. You look at your past and you see a long trail of broken promises and unfair treatments. You wonder why your sincere path had to be so much harder than the path of the wicked. But I am whispering peace over your confused mind today, because your suffering has a magnificent purpose. Let us look back together into history. There was a great prophet who called down fire from heaven to win an incredible spiritual battle. He was a mighty champion for my kingdom, but immediately after his greatest victory, a sudden wave of terror and deep exhaustion swept over his soul. He ran far away into the lonely wilderness and collapsed under a small broom tree because he had absolutely nothing left inside. I saw him there. He was my great champion, Elijah. He was empty of all human strength. He prayed a desperate prayer and asked me to take his life away because the heavy burden of his calling felt too heavy to carry anymore. He told me that he was the only faithful warrior left in the entire land. He felt completely misunderstood and isolated from any human support. But I did not rebuke his fragile spirit. I did not judge his sudden weakness or call him a faithless servant. Instead, I sent my holy angel to bake fresh bread on hot stones and place a jar of pure water right next to his head. I allowed him to sleep in the shade until his physical vessel was fully rested because I knew the journey was too great for his own strength. My beloved child, you are standing under that exact same broom tree today. You have fought so many battles for your family and friends. You have called down the fire of your faith to survive the worst storms. But now you are completely empty. You are tired of being the strong leader for everyone else while your own spirit is quietly begging for a safe place to rest. I am saying the exact same thing to you today. Rest now. Eat the spiritual bread I am placing before you. You have gone far enough on your own limited human strength, and it is time to let my supernatural power carry you forward. You are not weak for feeling this exhaustion because even my greatest prophets had moments when they wanted to give up entirely. And you are not alone in this dark cave. I have reserved a whole remnant of blessings and loyal people for your future chapter. The enemy wants you to believe that your current isolation is a permanent destination, but it is actually a sacred pause before your greatest elevation. Let my gentle whisper wash away the cold residue of your loneliness right now. I have held you tenderly in my arms through the deepest valley of your existence. Now I need you to sit up and hear what I am about to declare over your life with my cosmic authority. You have heard me whisper sweet peace over your private pain. Now hear my voice shake the heavens as I declare your absolute freedom from every ancient restriction. Listen to my prophetic declaration. The delay you have been living under for the past several years is officially over. You called it a painful failure. You thought I was ignoring your sincere cries. But today I am breaking open the seal of secrecy to reveal the chattering truth behind every single door that suddenly closed in your beautiful face. Those closed doors were my supreme protection. I saw the hidden traps that the adversary had laid out for your soul in those rooms. I saw the toxic motives of the people you were begging me to keep in your life. And because I loved you too much to watch you be destroyed by your own limited understanding, I blocked your steps with my own hands. It was not a punishment. It was a holy divine insulation. I was shielding your precious heart from partnerships that would have drained your spiritual light completely. I delayed your financial breakthrough because the foundation of your character was still being forged in the hidden furnace of patience. You were not ready to carry the heavy weight of the throne. But the preparation is complete. The lesson of the wilderness has been fully learned. And what looked like a long season of stagnation was actually my precise way of pruning every dead branch that would hinder your ultimate harvest. I am making all things new. I am shifting the very ground beneath your feet right now to make room for an immense expansion. Are you listening to me? Do not let the digital noise steal this revelation from your spirit. This is the exact 65% mark of our divine alignment today. Your soul is standing at the edge of an incredible threshold. We must anchor this truth into the physical realm before we move into the grand climax of your miracle. Take your second step of obedience right now. Comment the words, "God is my safe refuge," in the space below to lock this word into your reality. This is not a casual interaction for an algorithm. It is a prophetic Surng Dan that establishes a legal covenant of protection over your household. Write it down with bold confidence. The adversary is trembling because you are still here. He thought his 10-minute threat would frighten your spirit into scrolling away from my presence. He wanted you to focus on your empty bank account and your broken relationships so that you would miss the secret angel message. But you have defeated his plot with your steady attention. Let us completely close the loop on his empty threats today. He whispered that if you stayed here, you would lose everything in 10 minutes. What a foolish lie. He only said that because he knew that within 2 minutes of completing this message, the ancient chains of lack over your family would shatter forever. He was trying to protect his own kingdom. I am stripping him of all his authority over your mind right now. He has no legal right to torment your thoughts with the spirit of fear or anxiety. I have canceled every negative verdict that your enemies have spoken against your character in the dark. Your vindication has been signed by the highest courts of heaven today. You are no longer the victim of your circumstances. You are rising into the majestic position of a true cycle breaker. The generational patterns of poverty and emotional heartbreak that bound your parents will not touch your children. I am drawing a holy line of fire around your lineage that the enemy can never cross. Stand tall. The atmosphere is heavy with the weight of my glory right now. The secret angel message is about to manifest its full power in your life. Do you feel the sudden shift in the spiritual air around you? Stay perfectly still, because we are stepping directly into the burning center of your high climax, where your total liberation takes place. Hear my voice. Shake the foundations of the earth right now. The hour of your total liberation has finally arrived. The spiritual chains that bound your mind for decades are melting like hot wax in my holy fire. And I am commanding every spirit of lack and infirmity to pack its bags and leave your household this very second, because your lease on suffering has expired. The waiting season is dead. The shackles of your past are broken. The verdict of heaven has been issued. And what the adversary tried to steal from your family for 3 generations is being restored to your hands with a 7-fold overflow that will stun the people who watched you fall. You are entering your true inheritance now. Look at the crumbling walls of your old limitations. The enemy thought he could trap you in that tiny cage of survival forever. He threw his worst weapons of depression and financial ruin against your fragile mind. But you are still standing here because my eternal shield was guarding your soul when the arrows were flying in the dark. I am closing the loop on your ancient pain today. You are no longer just a victim of unfortunate circumstances. You are not a random fragment of forgotten dust, and I am pulling you out of the heavy trenches of exhaustion to place the glorious crown of victory upon your head, because you have proven your absolute loyalty in the deepest night. You are a true cycle breaker. That is your permanent title in the halls of heaven. The spirit of poverty that tormented your parents will not touch your children. The agonizing patterns of emotional heartbreak that ruined your ancestors are being completely annihilated by my atomic power today, because a new bloodline of blessing starts with your obedience. The miracle is not coming tomorrow. It is manifesting right now. The secret angel message has reached its ultimate destination in your spirit. And within 2 minutes of this divine alignment, an explosive wave of supernatural breakthrough will flood your bank account and heal your physical body in ways that human medicine cannot explain. Receive your portion. I am stripping the enemy of his legal authority over your thoughts. He has no right to torment your sleep with terrifying nightmares of failure. He has no power to whisper ugly words of unworthiness into your ear anymore. And I am binding every demonic force that tried to block your promotion, because heaven has officially authorized your sudden rise. The legal documents of your vindication are signed. Your court case in the spirit realm is fully settled. The accuser of your soul has been cast down in total disgrace, and every tongue that rose against your righteous character in the dark is being silenced by my supreme authority, because your name has been cleared before the angels. Do you feel the heavy voltage of my glory filling your room? The spiritual air around you is thick with the weight of my presence. The atmosphere of lack is dissolving into the ocean of my infinite supply, and your heart is expanding right now to contain the immense wealth and explosive joy that I am pouring into your life. The thief wanted you to scroll away in the first 2 minutes. He tried to scare you with his empty 10-minute threats of losing everything, but your unwavering attention has broken his deceptive spell completely. And now he must watch you walk out of the cold wilderness with the rich spoils of a war that he lost in the trenches. You are my holy vessel. I have refined your spirit in the hot furnace of affliction. I allowed the heavy pruning to hurt your flesh for a short season, but it was only because I was preparing your capacity to hold the massive weight of my glory without breaking under the pressure of worldly fame. You are ready now. The gates of iron are swinging open at my command. The bars of bronze are being cut into small pieces. The locked vaults of your financial abundance are unlocking automatically, and no human politician or greedy boss will ever be able to block the supernatural stream of resources that I am channeling into your open hands. Look forward with absolute boldness. Forget the painful seasons of holding back your tears. Wipe away the bitter memories of being the last choice. and watch how I elevate your status in the presence of the exact people who mocked your simple faith, because your harvest will be the greatest testimony of this generation. The prophetic declarations have been sealed in eternity. Now the spiritual shift requires your physical cooperation. We are entering the sacred chamber of total surrender. Stop your human striving. Let go of your frantic calculations right now. The time for fighting with your own empty strength has come to a final end. Listen to my direct order. Pause exactly where you are. Lift your hands toward heaven. Drop the heavy bags of worry that you have been carrying for 10 long years. You do not have to figure out the complex math of your survival anymore, because I am your Father, and I am taking total control of your life today. Close your physical eyes right now. Breathe deeply into your lungs. Let the cool air of my spirit clear the thick fog from your exhausted brain. Feel your tight shoulders relax under my gentle touch. The frantic race is over. The battle is won, and you are safe inside the fortress of my unchanging love. Empty your mind of all toxic thoughts. Let go of the resentment toward those who betrayed you. Release the deep anger against the people who used your pure heart. And hand those broken pieces over to my custody, because I am the only one who can convert your deep ashes into a beautiful crown of glory. Surrender your financial anxiety to my feet. Lay down the terrifying stack of past due notices. Stop wondering how the bills will be paid next month, and trust the supreme architect who created the silver and the gold, because I am already working ahead of your steps to organize a supernatural supply for your household. This is your moment of absolute surrender. It is not an act of weak defeat. It is the highest form of spiritual warfare. When you stop moving your human hands, you allow my giant hands to move on your behalf. And when you sit perfectly still in my presence, the hosts of heaven begin to march against your enemies. Receive the holy flow of my peace now. Let it fill the empty spaces of your heart. Let it saturate your wounded memories. Let it heal your physical body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, because my presence is the ultimate antidote to the poisonous stress of this world. You are being restored. The exchange is fully complete. You gave me your heavy garbage, and I gave you my royal garments. You gave me your weakness, and I gave you my omnipotent power. And you are walking out of this sacred tent with an unshakable confidence that will terrify the demonic spirits that used to manipulate your emotions. The secret angel message has done its perfect work inside your soul. Your spiritual alignment is now locked into place, and the supernatural transition from a weary survivor to an empowered conqueror has been finalized in the invisible realm, because you chose to stand firm in my presence. Lift up your head. All your chains have hit the hard floor. The space around you is totally clear. And now, as we step into the final phase of your divine appointment today, I am preparing to drop a magnificent seal of protection upon your soul that will guard your new harvest from ever being stolen again. Step forward with me. The storm has lost its power over your life. A beautiful serenity is settling into the deep atmosphere of your home right now. You can feel the quiet rhythm of my unconditional love washing away the final remnants of your yesterday fear. And as you stand in this holy place of complete freedom, a profound realization is waking up your sleeping soul, because you know that your life will never be the same again. You are safe with your Father. The heavy warfare is finally over. The broken heart is fully healed. The enemy has no weapons left to throw against your household, because my divine hand has built an impenetrable wall of burning fire around your destiny. Look at the peaceful horizon that is opening up before your beautiful eyes today. Let the deep quietness fill every empty corner of your mind. You spent so many long years running in a frantic race that was never designed for your fragile feet. You exhausted your physical vessel trying to earn validation from people who were completely blind to your rare value. But all of that heavy striving is fading into a distant memory now, because you have found your true rest in my embrace. You are a completely new creation today. The cold label of a shattered survivor has been erased from your records forever by the highest courts of heaven. I am holding up a magnificent mirror before your spirit right now, so that you can see the royal identity that I designed for your life before the foundations of the world were laid. You are my beautiful masterpiece. Hear my solemn promise of total transformation. You are no longer the one who must survive alone in the dark trenches. You will no longer shrink your magnificent soul to fit into the small cages of worldly expectations. And you will never have to fight invisible battles in terrifying fear, because I am raising you up to be a powerful cycle breaker and a glorious beacon of eternal peace. You will not just survive the harsh seasons of this world. You are going to overcome every single obstacle with a majestic authority that will cause your enemies to wonder. And through the heavy things that you have endured, millions of other weary souls will find their way back home to my love, because your life has been shaped into a living miracle for my glory. Your financial lack is a dead shadow of the past. The supernatural streams of my infinite supply are flowing directly into your open storage houses right now. You will never have to beg for a small crumb of favor from greedy bosses or untrustworthy partners, because I am making you a sovereign distributor of blessings to your entire community. Your inheritance is fully secured. Your physical body is being saturated with divine vitality. The heavy spirit of infirmity that tried to crush your strength has been cast out into the dry wilderness. Every single cell in your heart is filled with the perfect health of heaven today, because the life-giving blood of my covenant is renewing your physical vessel from the inside out. Walk forward in absolute strength. Your broken relationships are being beautifully rearranged. I am removing the toxic pretenders from your inner circle, because they only wanted to drain your rare light. I am bringing loyal companions and pure-hearted helpers who will honor your vulnerability and support your grand destiny with a sincere love. The lonely seasons of isolation are completely over. Do you feel the intense clarity filling your mind right now? The thick fog of confusion that made you question your own value is melting away in the light of my presence. You know exactly who you are today. You know that you are my chosen child, and nothing in the universe will ever be able to pluck you out of my protective hand. Stand firm in this glorious certainty. The spiritual alignment we have reached today is an unbreakable bond. The words I have spoken over your household are active seeds that are already growing into a magnificent harvest. But we must execute the final sacred ritual to protect your new blessings from the vultures of distraction. We must seal this word in the physical world before you return to the busy crowd. Listen to my direct command right now. This is the critical 95% mark of your divine appointment today. The adversary is watching from a distance, and he is waiting for you to forget this experience so that he can steal your peace. You must take a bold step of physical obedience in this very hour to lock your breakthrough into your reality. Do not let the quietness of this moment fade away without a definite response from your human will. Your obedience is the final stamp that closes the legal envelope of your vindication before the angels. I am calling your name to step forward into your role as a true guardian of this celestial light. Act with an unwavering faith today, because your harvest depends on this action. Like this holy message right now as a powerful anchor of your total agreement with my word. This is not a superficial gesture for a digital algorithm on a screen. This is a prophetic signal in the physical realm that declares your complete alignment with the supreme authority of heaven. Let your actions speak loud in the unseen realm, because your faith is alive. And do not keep this beautiful light hidden inside your own house. You are a chosen light bearer for my kingdom. There are 3 specific souls in your wide circle of connections who are secretly crying out for a single drop of hope in their dark rooms right now. They are drowning in the exact same exhaustion that you carried into this sanctuary today. Share this message immediately with those 3 weary spirits. When you send this message to them, you are not just sharing a digital link in a message. You are fulfilling your divine destiny as a living refuge for broken people. You are extending my saving hand to pull them out of the deep trenches of despair. Become the miracle that they have been praying for. Your generous act of sharing will trigger a chain reaction of blessings that will return to your own household with a 100-fold increase. The more light you pour into the dark lives of others, the brighter your own horizon will become, because heaven always rewards the pure-hearted givers who cooperate with the mission of salvation. Spread the warmth of my love today. Subscribe to this sacred sanctuary right now and turn on the holy notification bell. Do not let the chaotic noise of the world disconnect your spirit from my voice in the coming days. You need my daily guidance to navigate the grand territories that I am opening up for your feet. By joining this family of faith, you are establishing a constant loop of divine wisdom. The notification bell will be a gentle reminder from my angels to pause your busy life and listen to my whispers whenever the storm tries to return. It is your permanent umbilical cord to the throne of grace, where your daily bread is always prepared fresh for your soul. Stay connected to your source. Never wander back into the cold wilderness alone. Now look back at the beautiful exchange we have made in this quiet room today. You handed me your broken pieces, and I gave you an unbreakable kingdom. You brought me your heavy financial debt, and I unlocked the secret vaults of heavenly gold for your household. You gave me your deep loneliness, and I surrounded your soul with my infinite presence. The seal of protection is officially closed upon your life today. The secret angel message has done its perfect work inside your spiritual bones. No demonic force will ever be able to reverse the beautiful transformation that has taken place in your heart during these 30 minutes of divine connection. You are marked with the blood of my covenant. Go forth into the world with a majestic smile on your face. Walk into your workplace with the dignity of a king. Speak to your family members with the gentle authority of a true cycle breaker. The shadow of your yesterday self has vanished completely into the deep ocean of my grace because your glorious morning has finally arrived. I am with you always. I will never leave your side for a single second. I will whisper clarity into your mind when the enemy tries to bring confusion. I will hold your hand when the pathway gets steep. Breathe my absolute peace into your soul as you step out of this tent. You are my beloved chosen child, and your victory is eternal. Amen.